Using Evernote can greatly streamline your access to critical information. And being able to take notes using a mic and translation and an AI to help sort things through, all of that, huge bonuses when you use Evernote. Now today we're going to talk about how this applies using a cell phone, as you see on my screen, and a student going back to class. But for those of you that aren't students anymore, this is very applicable to taking notes for meetings in different organizations that you may work for. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. So we've already created and see other videos on creating these notebooks as well as these stacks. But we've created for Joe Snuffy, for his school, we've created two notebooks here, one called English, one called History. So let's go ahead and and by the way, we're here, we downloaded Evernote, and we're here on the My Widgets screen. Okay, and we've added this as a shortcut by editing here. See other videos on that. But here, let's go into English, and here we see lecture. Now, we've gone ahead and just added this by clicking on here and saying add a new note. Okay, and it's gone ahead and done that for us. And again, remember, we're looking at my cell phone right now, so you're going to see a little bit of a delay, so I apologize for that, but there will be a little bit of a delay. So first thing we can do is use a lecture plan. So here we have all types of templates here at the bottom, okay, and you can click to see more. But here we're just going to use lecture notes. And notice here that allows you to kind of do things. So we're going to talk about this audio recording to record your lectures. But here we can type in, now we have a template, and we can just put in the notes from the lecture. Okay, notes from lecture, and we can summarize, and we can also go in, and when we're through this, we can say, hey, in addition, I want to put in tasks. So I'm going to go ahead and put in tasks here. Whoops. And so notice I'm just kind of typing along, right? And here, if I want to input a task, whoops, I can go ahead and just click on there and say study, XYZ. And now that task is going to automatically be associated with these lecture notes. And I go into a lot of details around task management and using it within Evernote. It's a very powerful feature, strongly suggested. All right, so that's one way to do it. We're taking notes and we're inputting them in. Now, we could be using a tablet for writing, and maybe we're just having it translate it like text into text. Or if we want, we could take and add a sketch. Now, I don't have my tablet. I'm recording this on my phone right now, and my pen is broken. But here we can just say, if we want to add a sketch, for example, we just say add a sketch. Now here on our tablet, we would just, draw whatever we want. We could also hit this and draw different things and do all kinds of stuff, okay? So that's kind of the way that works. When we get done with that, we can click on done. Now this is very helpful if maybe you have a class that requires, like, maybe it's a math class, for example. It becomes a little more difficult to type that out in your notes, okay? So we can use the integrated part of Evernote, and we can say, okay, for that, we're just going to add this text. Excuse me, we're going to add that drawing directly to the text. So that's pretty easy to do. I apologize. I paused the video to insert a sketch, although I didn't have my phone, although the sketch keeps locking up Evernote. So this is not typically what happens with Evernote, to be honest with you. I do a lot of sketches. For some reason, it is locking up today on this Android device. So in the future, you can add that to your note. Okay, so here we've gone through and added lecture notes. Now let's go ahead and extend it. Let's say that you're in class here and you want to create a new note. And for this note, we're going to go ahead and do this note as an audio note. So we wouldn't add necessarily the same way that we do other notes. So here we're going to go ahead and click on this untitled note, and here we're going to say add audio. Now, you notice here that the audio begins to record my voice. One of the key attributes of using audio to do your voice recording and your lecture recording is that you can capture all of their notes and what they're saying without having to type. So you can actually be taking other notes, as you can see here, although the recording continues to record my voice at all times. Now you can also delete any of this information from the recording, and I obviously can't talk and type at the same time, but we can delete the recording as well. Notice we're at 47 minutes. And when we get done, we're going to go ahead and just click. So we can take notes and we record notes at the same time. Very cool. You can do that all from your phone. Awesome. We're going to click stop. And then now you can see it right inside of your note. Now, let's say we want to listen to that. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it over the mic. So I don't know if you heard any of that, but we can also transcribe this. So click on transcribe, and you're going to see that it's going to go ahead and transcribe all of the voice. And there it is right there. And it's inserted it into our file. So let's go ahead and make this a little bigger. And you can see if you read through here, it's pretty simple. It does a really good job at translating. For me, what I like to do is I just go back, and then I hit back again, back one more time, and I just delete it because I'm going to convert these notes that I have here using my AI. I'm going to ask it to summarize. So remember, I've taken my notes here. The AI, go ahead and bring that back real quick. Evernote has taken the transcription for me. The only reason why I delete this file, by the way, is because it can create a lot of usage of space. And I don't know that I'll ever need to listen to it again, because really what I'm looking for is the transcription and the text. So we've got all that. Now let's say that we want to take this text and we want to summarize it. So remember, this is a summary of what Evernote took, and it's Evernote's interpretation of that summary. So you've taken your notes, all good, but let's see what the AI does for us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we need to try it on our device. So you just try the note cleanup. Now on the full version of Evernote, it will take and give you a summary. Here, it just cleaned it up a little bit and kind of added a few things to it. Now, I don't believe, let me see, that there's another option there. But like I said, on the full version, on the desktop version, let me show you this. We've returned it again. We're going to hit OK. And remember, so we do it here on the phone. We're going to hit AI cleanup, okay? And it's going to clean it up. Basically, it's just going to do a few things to it, right? It's going to put bullets in, things like that, okay? So now let's undo that, though. And let's try it on the outside of the device. Now, remember that the device. So let's go ahead and look up Joe Snuffy, JS2. So we're just going to go in here, JS2. Here we have English. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and look for the notes within, I thought we had 3 right there. It must not have synced yet. Yeah, it hasn't synced up yet. So let's give that a minute. Well, we can go to another section and do it. Let's do another video that I did. Say Hunter here. We'll do one more. We'll just do one more example real quick. So here we're just going to create a new note, and we're going to put in the note title, and we're going to do this as an audio, and we're just going to record our audio and see how it goes. I know we're running long on this, so I want to make sure we get through this quickly, and we're just going to hit stop, and we're going to hit transcribe just like we did on the cell phone. Exact same thing. Here we go. But now this is what's a little bit different. When we go, we're going to take out, we're going to hit back, and we're going to hit back again to get rid of that. We're going to highlight on this, and we're going to say AI, summarize this for me into a paragraph. And then it will go out and summarize it, where the other one didn't do that quite as well. And so notice here that it kind of has this, what I put in via voice, and then this kind of added a little more fluff. A little more fluff to it. So you can track and keep all of this information all here within this Evernote file. Okay, so that uses everything. Now, if we wanted to do a task, we could click on task here, and notice it tasked everything. Let's say it's only that section. We can go there. And then if we don't want this next one as a task, we can just go like that. And that becomes a task. Pretty easy peasy. Good luck.